Deep in the heart of a tranquil monastery, nestled amidst serene gardens and ancient trees, there existed a sacred chapel. Within its hallowed walls, every evening at the hour of dusk, monks and nuns would gather for prayer. Their voices, solemn and reverent, would rise in unison, weaving a tapestry of sound that touched the very heavens. They were the children of the light, an order dedicated to the worship of Jesus Christ. And their Gregorian chants echoed with sorrow, for they were praying for the redemption of a world consumed by darkness. As their mournful prayers ascended, an ethereal glow began to emanate from the high altar. At first, it was subtle, like the soft light of a distant star. But as the minutes passed, it grew brighter, warmer, until the entire chapel was bathed in its golden radiance. And then, standing before the altar, was the figure of Jesus, his face filled with infinite mercy, his eyes reflecting the suffering of humanity. He walked among the faithful, his footsteps silent, but his presence thunderous, and he blessed each one with a profound and everlasting peace. The monks and nuns, overcome with emotion, fell to their knees before him, tears streaming down their faces. Some had dedicated their lives to prayer and service, while others had sought refuge in the monastery's embrace, fleeing from a world that had known too much pain and sorrow. But in that moment, none mattered more than the one who had come to save them all. For he was not just a historical figure or a memory of the past, but a living, breathing embodiment of love and compassion. His touch healed their wounds, both seen and unseen, and his words echoed with the promise of eternal life. "Fear not," he whispered, his voice a balm to their troubled souls, "for I am with you always." His gaze seemed to penetrate their hearts, acknowledging their struggles, their doubts, and their fears. Yet in his eyes, they also saw an unwavering belief in their inherent goodness, a belief that transcended their own perceptions of themselves. And as he continued to walk among them, a transformation began to take place. The sorrow that had filled the chapel moments before started to lift, replaced by a growing sense of hope and wonder. The monks and nuns, their spirits rejuvenated, looked up at Jesus with newfound strength, ready to face whatever challenges lay ahead. Then, as if awoken from a dream, they remembered their purpose. They were the children of the light, and they had a duty to carry the message of Jesus' love to all corners of the world. With renewed vigor, they rose to their feet and turned toward the door, ready to embark on their mission. Outside, the night was filled with music and celebration. The townspeople, unaware of the miracle that had unfolded within the chapel walls, were reveling in the simple joys of life. But for the monks and nuns, their perspective had shifted. They now carried within them the light of Jesus' love, a light that would guide them through the darkest of nights and the toughest of trials. And so it was that those who had gathered in sorrowful prayer ended their evening with songs of eternal light, their voices echoing the words of Jesus himself, "I am the light of the world. He who follows me will never walk in darkness, but will have the light of life." Thus, the children of the light became beacons of hope in a sometimes hopeless world, forever changed by the living, breathing embodiment of love and mercy they encountered in the quiet confines of their sacred chapel.